Hey y'all, Choice here. Thank you so much for joining me again for another session of Choice Spirit here. I want to speak a little bit about, I talked to you about what's going on and what they are doing. You know, I mentioned this. Um, I'm going a little deeper now. Let's talk from the side where many of you know, some don't. Okay? So this kind of talk that I'm going into is going more into that esoteric type knowledge, that a little bit of that metaphysical feel to it, or whatever you want to call it. But I'm going there. You can take it, leave it, or believe it. You know how I say, take it, leave it, or believe it. Take it means take it and play around with it. You know, believe it, set it as something as truth within you, or just leave it. Turn your head from it. Don't. But let me just tell you, anything that I say, once you've heard it, there is no going back. So let me just do that, okay? So, people, we're in the world, we're observing things, and everything that we're looking at, everything we're observing, we believe it's real. It's true. This is reality, okay? But it's reality only within one's mind. I talk about this so much. It's a reality within the mind of the beholder. It's not the reality of everyone. Your reality is not the reality of the next man or woman or child. Your reality is within your mind, which you can only perceive within your own mind, that you hold true, okay? I know I'm going to be a little scattered. I know it's a little scattered because I often try to find a way to put this where it really makes some type of sense to some who absolutely don't feel this way, don't think this way, don't believe this way. And if it doesn't resonate with you, don't try to get with this at all. If it doesn't resonate, it doesn't resonate. Everyone has their time and season. Okay? Everyone has their time and season. Okay? But everything that you are observing are images within your mind. Everything that you're sensing on the outside are sensations that you are then taking in and trying to make sense of. Okay? If you're standing outside and you feel a coldness, a cold breeze, you take it within your mind and you make sense of that chill. And you say, oh, that's cold, right? Whatever it feels, whatever it means to you, you make sense of it. The same goes for the visuals, the things that you see. They're just waves. They're waves, they're electromagnetic, they're electrical waves, kind of like, that cause sensations in you. Detector and transmitter, you're a transmitter also. You're electromagnetic. You take in and you send out, okay? So these are waveforms coming into you, and you are making sense of that. And then based on what you believe it to be, becomes your perception. Based on what you feel it to be, becomes what is known as perception. Your perception, how you perceive what you believe you are seeing, that is all taking place within your mind. But what is projected is what you believe you see. So everything around you is projected. You believe you are seeing these things. You are believing that you are witnessing these things. Okay? I'm just saying that. I'm not going to go so deep. I just wanted to point that out to say this. There are people that know this. There are people that got this information and the knowledge through our ancestors who shared it with them. Okay? They shared this knowledge with them. And so they have found a way to keep the masses from understanding or knowing this, so that they can get them to live life a certain type of way. so that they can continue to exist within your life and feed on your energy. Okay? They're like ghosts that have no connection. That's not rooted in anything really. The only way they can exist is in the imagination of the true being, of the true spirit. Of the true being, of the true spirit. This is how they exist. They're ghosts that can only exist within your mind. And continue to move about in your world with your energy. Now I'll go back and revisit and go back into this because I talk about it all the time, but I try to skip certain things because some things people just not ready to go that deep. They don't want to know that much. Not interested in that much. And that's good. I'm only speaking to those who are ready to consider this. That everything that's going on and everything that you create as a fearful situation, you have to make it up in your mind. You have to believe it's fearful, that it's something that is something to be feared. Same thing with worthiness. One feeling unworthy, it has to be created and concocted in your mind. People doing stuff to you is energy that's coming into you, and then you're perceiving it, you're concocting, you're creating it, what that is within your mind. Okay? So, I know I'm hopping and skipping, but, just bear with me a little bit. With that said, that's what all of this type of news type broadcasting type thing is. It's sending signals and information for you then to take in and translate it as reality, as truth, as your truth. Okay, let me go into the physical. You turn on the news or you're watching something that goes viral on media, and what those are, it's like planting seeds. They're planting seeds of something that is a possibility within your life. And sometimes you give it attention without realizing, and then something like it unfolds in your life. Okay? So the people that have this knowledge knows this. They know that if they can keep you distracted in their world, you will not consider your own world. You will not consider a life that you can really call your own, with your knowing that this is how it works, and using that knowing to create a life that you prefer rather than one that is given to you and put into your mind so that you can then empower through your energy and your belief and your feelings, your emotions, all of that. Okay? Thoughts and feelings become emotions. These emotions is what's needed to move energy, to move things, to form things. So when you look at various type of programmed events, different programs, because they're programming you. So when you're looking and observing certain things, you are programming yourself. And those who know these things, let me use this as an example. There's some things that are going on. I really don't want to say any names because I'm not trying to get bothered by anything. Not that anything can touch this, but anyway. Anyway, there are complaints about how populations are treated in a certain country. And it is said that they take them into these kind of camps. They're really programming camps to reprogram the mind so that the mind then can begin to project a new situation, a new reality. There were those who formed their own opinion and chose to live in a certain type of way, who may or may not be conditioned by someone else's conditioning, who knows. But whatever it is, they're brought to camps where they can be reconditioned. Now, why is that so important? Because they understand that once they can get into a person's mind, they will change the trajectory of their lives. They will change what they will experience in life. They will change their belief system. And so that's why they'll bring them and spew and just keep bombarding them with information until their subconscious mind is so saturated with it that they begin to behave and do things in a certain predictable manner that will be pleasing to those, what they might want to say, the powers to be or whatever. I only see one power, great power. I don't acknowledge any other. So I don't have a name for it. I only say these things so that I can, so that we can share this word, you know. But, well, with that said, this is the same thing that goes on with these different platforms. And as I said before, others that they use to help spread what they want people to believe and how they want people to feel and what they want people to react to. How they want people to react and do, you know, so they can order your steps. They can order your steps and have complete control over your mind, body, and your soul. You're the vehicle that they program to do their bidding. Because what you see, what you believe you see, what you believe you hear, what you believe you feel is your reality. You can't have something that you don't believe you're seeing be part of your reality. You cannot have something that you believe you're hearing be a part of your reality. If you never hear it and you never see it and you never feel it, it can't take up space in your world. It doesn't mean that it doesn't exist in someone else's world. It doesn't mean that it doesn't exist in someone else's reality. Each of us are in our own world, our own bubble. We're creating our own scenario through our observations and beliefs and feelings, actions, whatever, and on and on. Number of other things. I'm not going to go into genetics, DNA, all of that stuff. But there's another realm. There are many, many realms. I'm just talking about from this perspective. There are those that understand how to get into you and use you as a bot. So that they can exist as ghosts in your life. Quick word, Choice here. Thank you so much for joining me again. I'm here doing, I took a little time off to work on these books. Please look out for them soon. It'll take a while, but I'm hopefully not too long. But, you know, I'm doing these books, and I hope it would be of interest to you and anyone else that who's not in tune with this channel. Anyway, Choice here. Thank you so much for joining me. Namaste. Much love. Choice here. Thank you.